What's going on YouTube? It's Jarrett Stod here, back with a brand new video, and behind me, as you can see guys, I have two cars here. This is the start to my car collection, guys. This is my Range Rover. I just got this a few months ago, as you guys saw in a previous video, and well, this car is very, very special. Like my first exotic car that I've ever had. It is amazing. And then over here, this is a Ford Taurus, and well, this is actually my car since high school. I've had this car ever since I started driving, basically. And well, since I now have two cars, I actually have room for one more car in my garage. And well, guys, I'm thinking about adding a new car to my collection, but I don't know what car it's gonna be. And honestly, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay for it.
Aren't your eyeballs worth a lot of money?
My eyeballs are worth a lot of money, and I think I now have like 60 eyeballs, which is crazy. Well, actually, each eyeball is worth about $5,000 to $10,000. So if we use the high end of that spectrum, $10,000, I have about 60 eyeballs. So that's $600,000. I could buy a lot of cars with $600,000, or maybe a Lamborghini. I don't know, but yeah, my eyeballs are worth a lot of money, so maybe we should just sell them. So it has been a very long time since I have shown you guys my entire collection of eyeballs. I think the last time I showed you my entire collection of eyeballs, my eyeballs are only worth about $100,000 in total. And well, guys, we have gotten so many more eyeballs, and well, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to show you all of my eyeballs in my collection, so let's do it. I first made this video about 2 years ago. I only had about 4 eyeballs in my collection, 4 realistic eyes, 1 clear eye, and also my sharingan eye. And that was like the very first custom eyeball that I've ever gotten. But guys, check out my collection of eyeballs now. These are all of my crazy custom eyeballs, and I even have more inside this case, which some of you have probably never seen before. And well, guys, out of all of these eyes, I now have about 60 eyeballs total, which is insane. I've pretty much grown like 40 or 50 eyes in the past year, which is insane. But let me take you guys through my collection of eyes. So to start, we have my clear eyeballs right here. I actually have about 4 clear eyes, and the only purpose for having a clear eyeball is when I want to be seen without an eye in, I can put in a clear eye, and it holds my eye socket open so no debris or anything gets behind my eye, because that would be very bad. So basically, I just wear this eye whenever I want to be seen without an eyeball in. But this is my clear eye. I actually have 4 of them, so that's pretty cool. But let's move on to the next eye. And now we are moving on to my first eyeball that I ever got. That is right, when I lost my eyeball at 2 years old. For those of you that don't know, I lost my eyeball to a rare type of cancer called retinoblastoma. And well, the doctors gave my parents 2 options: either go through chemotherapy and have a 50% chance of living, or take out my eye and remove all the cancer with it. And my parents chose to remove my eye so that I would still be alive today. And well, here I am. And guys, this is the first ever eyeball that I ever got when I was 2 years old. And while it doesn't really fit the best now, we're gonna put it in for the first time in a while and see what it looks like. Luke, does it look good or bad?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it probably does not fit at all, but this is the first I ever had when I was 2 years old. And then a few years later, when I was about 8 years old, I got this eyeball right here. And well, this one should fit a little bit better, because guys, when you get prosthetic eyes, you have to get new ones like every 3 or 4 years, because your eye socket kind of changes and adjusts. And well, this is that second eye that I have.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but it still fits really, really weird. And then when I was about 14 or 15 years old, I got this eye right here. And well, this one is actually pretty realistic still to this day. I kind of like it. So let's see how realistic this one looks. Luke, 1 to 10, how realistic is it?
I'll give it a 7.
A 7. That's actually pretty dang good for this eye being like 7 or 8 years old. And then my most recent fake eyeball that I have, this one right here. This thing is so realistic. You would never even be able to tell that I have a fake eye. Check this thing out. It is absolutely insane. Let me know in the comments if you think this eyeball is super realistic or not. Luke, 1 to 10, what do you rate this eye?
Oh, giving it a 10.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you were seeing me in public, you would never be able to tell that I even have a fake eye, because this eyeball even moves a little bit, which is insane. We are now moving on to my realistic, colorful eyes, and honestly, out of every single eyeball that I have, this one might be in my top 3 favorite eyes. Now, this eyeball was actually made for someone else, and then Zach the ocularist gave me this eye because it did fit very well, and it looks very realistic. So this is a blue realistic eyeball, and well, honestly, it looks pretty dang realistic, doesn't it, Luke?
Oh, yeah.
And then I have this case of other colorful, realistic eyeballs right here. Now, you're probably wondering, Jarrett, how did you get this case of all these colorful, realistic eyes? And well, I actually reached out to an ocularist, and he said he had a whole case of extra eyeballs that he could send to me. So I bought an entire case of eyeballs, and well, here they are. So I'm gonna be putting one of these eyeballs in to show you guys. This is a green realistic eye that he made for someone else, but he ended up giving it to me. I bought it from him. So here we go, let's put this thing in. Now, it probably doesn't fit that well, does it, Luke?
No.
However, it does look very realistic, so that is pretty cool. So I got this entire case of like 20 or 30 eyeballs here, and well, those are my realistic eyeballs, and now it is time to move on to all of my custom eyes, so let's do it. So here are all of the custom eyeballs that I have, and now as you guys can remember, the first eyeball that I ever got was the sharingan and the rinnegan, and then I slowly started to add more and more eyes, and then I even made my own eyes. So check this out, guys. This was actually the first eyeball that I ever made by myself. Now it does not fit that well at all, but I'm gonna put it in and show you guys. This is the first time I ever made an eyeball for myself, and well, it doesn't really fit, does it, Luke?
No.
Yeah, so then after that, I decided, you know what, I should make another eyeball. So I made this eye right here. This is the second eyeball that I made, and well, it actually does fit. I made it a little bit better. However, this eyeball still was not that great. So I said, you know what, let's try this one more time. So I made another eyeball, and it is this realistic looking eye right here. And honestly, for me making 3 eyeballs total in my life, this thing is pretty dang realistic. I'm very, very proud of this eyeball right here. And those are all the eyeballs that I made by myself. And now let's go on to my actual crazy custom eyes. We are going to save the absolute best eyeballs for last. We're gonna start with this eye right here. This is my clear bionic looking eye. Now this eye actually isn't bionic, but that's what I like to call it because it's pretty dang cool. This is a custom eyeball and it actually has real gold in the middle. And my next 3 custom eyeballs right here are my Raw Gear eye, my TLF eye, and also my SNG Labs eye. This next eye is one of my most favorite eyeballs in my collection. This is a realistic eyeball, yet it is also very, very colorful. Probably the brightest eyeball that I have. This is like a rainbow eye, and I absolutely love this eye. We are now moving on to my first ever glow-in-the-dark eye. Now, I only have one glow-in-the-dark eyeball, and it is this one right here, and it has like a hypnotizing look to it. It is very, very different. I've never seen a glow-in-the-dark eyeball until this eye, actually. And then the next eyes that I have right here in this row are my candy cane eye right here. I honestly don't know why I got this eye, but I did. And then also my sage mode eye, my all green eye, and then my first ever hand painted picture eye. I legit have a picture of a Christmas tree on this eyeball, which is insane. And then we're gonna move on to the top set of eyes right here, guys. As you guys know, I have the rinnegan eye. This was actually the second eyeball that I ever got. And honestly, it still might be one of my most favorite eyes ever. And actually, when I got this eye, it was one of my most viewed YouTube videos ever. So this eye means a lot to me. But the eyeball that tops this eye, as you guys know, is the sharingan eye. This sharingan eye is pretty much what started my YouTube channel. Everybody was like, Jarrett, get a sharingan eye. So I did it for a YouTube video, and well, ever since then, I have been getting so many crazy custom eyeballs and inspiring people to be different, be themselves, and stand out from the crowd from this eyeball right here. And honestly, this one probably is my second most favorite eyeball that I have. And well, you guys are about to see my #1 favorite eye here in a second. And this next eye is my most flashy eyeball that I have probably. It's actually a purple eyeball with sparkles in the middle of the eye, which is insane, and it's also kind of realistic as well. But you're probably wondering, Jarrett, why do you even have fake eyeballs? And well, there's not really a purpose to having fake eyeballs. Pretty much the only purpose for them is to make it look like you have 2 eyes or a real eye. And well, that's where I decided to be different and stand out from the crowd and start getting all these crazy custom eyeballs. And well, guys, it has helped change so many people's lives out there because being different is awesome. But the next eyeball is even better because it is the Pokemon eye. I got this eye about 1 year ago. I put a Pokeball on an eyeball and it looks absolutely insane. It's probably like one of my top 5 favorite eyeballs. But now, guys, we only have 2 eyeballs left. My most favorite eyeball of all time and also my most detailed eye. This next eyeball is an eyeball with my profile picture on it. That is right. A lot of you guys have always said, Jarrett, get an eyeball with your profile picture on it. So I literally got myself on an eyeball. So I basically have me and then me inside of my eye, which is crazy to think about. But guys, we have 1 more eyeball left, and it's probably my most favorite eyeball of all time, and also a lot of your guys' favorite as well. So let's go on to the last and final eye. This last eyeball is a Minecraft Eye of Ender eyeball, and well, the looks of this thing are just absolutely insane. It is seriously the most detailed, creative, most unique eyeball that I have, and well, I got this eyeball about 1 year ago, and ever since getting this eyeball, I always try to make every single eyeball after each other, make them better and better and better, but I do not know how to get an eyeball better than this. So let me know in the comments what eyeball I should get next. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video. Let's see if we can get this video 20,000 likes. For real, drop a like. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Peace!